Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started, and we're underway in Atlanta. This return starts at the 5. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
They give to Irving to start this drive. He dodged the tackle. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. Finds his back complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
This offense will take that from their ground game every time. But I know, because I've been around this league a long time, runs like that, they're really hard to come by. It takes everybody. Maybe a little breakdown there on defense, too, to take advantage of.
Complete to Zay Flowers. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 49-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. A gain of 15 there. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's get set. Stop.
Play action now. Burrow. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36.
Gun.
Burrow on the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
Here we go. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. We'll go play action here. It's Milroe. Finds the football outside. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Will be touchdown short of the marker, so fourth down coming up.
You know, on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
And he'll scrape together what he can on the return and gets it back to the 20.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop. Stop.
Off the play fake. Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
180.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. He's off to the races. 30. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons go up 6-0 here in the first. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off to make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this first and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Headed out right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go.
Here's the one. Oh, he lost the football. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance.
Here we go.
But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Irving here from the gun. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On 2.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Gun. Dot.
Burrow to the air now. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
On 1. Ready?
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go.
Burrow setting up the play action. Complete out to the right. He needed a little more room to reach that line. The stop is made in time. That brings up fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some room to follow.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. Offense is set. First and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
One play action here. Burrow. Jump off caught by his back. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy
11,
is.
11.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Right up the gut. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Back at the 18-yard line.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Now Burrow. He brings it in. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
This one is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Come on.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the 1st play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Milroe from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. Running down the left side. And they are all the way into that red zone.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go now.
Shotgun now for Milroe. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Nicole Hardman now on the return. He Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Gun.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 28-yard line.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 11 MT. Tate. 11 MT.
Burrow back to throw. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
On first down, here's Burrow. The left side is caught by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here we go. 11. 180. Hot.
Irving on the inside give. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 1, ready?
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Running right side. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on third down.
180. 11 mighty.
To the air on third and long. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a Falcon first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Falcons on top inside of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We've set it downs from 37.
12. Gun. Stop.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Up to the ground by Nick Emanwari.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard.
Here we go.
That means it's second and 9.
180.
Burrow on the play action. Completed to Flowers. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Well, nearly the end of that series, partner. You could almost see those players rooting for the ball to bounce across that sideline before a defender made the recovery.
Yeah, sometimes that sideline's a player's worst enemy, but sometimes it could be their best friend, and this is one of those times where that best friend delivered.
Back to Flowers they go. And he's brought down at the line.
To Zay Flowers. A gain of a yard. brings up 2nd and 9 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
He's got it on the bootleg. Rolling out to his left. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, he made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 12. Wide 80. Wide 80. Stop.
Here's the give to Irving. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Sims now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Milrow. Forced out to his right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Here we go.
Milrow throwing again now on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. To return, Mecole Hardman. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And he's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The offense to the line. Again, trips right to start out.
Back. Cougar 19.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot. Give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Well, we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right, getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make the pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Come on. Ready.
Throwing here, Milroe. Short pass brought in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
They're going to throw out of the gun. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st down. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Looking inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough.
Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 2, ready?
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
11. Here we go. 11, empty. Behind. Right 80. What is that? Behind.
On the give, this is Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Malik Woolen.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Here we go, here we go.
Play action now, Burrow. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 16-point ball game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Sims now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Okay, great.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, Milroe. Escapes the pocket. And Milroe goes into the slide with enough yardage there to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide in practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
Milroe with it on first. He's him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the sack forces a now tougher third down.
I love a good bootleg just like every other quarterback does. And bootlegs are most effective, Kate, when you're running it first and you deceive that defense. But if you're not running it, or it's a poor fake, or you got a defense that is sound, or you have the opportunity to get hit in the face in less than 2 seconds, just like that.
And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 31 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first. So the big play has them well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Finds the in route complete. It'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. This is the end of the third quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter.
Ready, set.
They've got 3 tight ends on this first and goal, thinking run or play action.
Let's go.
From the red zone on first. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut the lead down to 10.
31. Seahawks 21. Michael Dixon to kick
That
off
lead
for
trimmed
Seattle.
just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a
At their
touchback.
own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is first and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run this with Irving. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
On one, ready?
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11 MT, 11 MT. Stop.
Burrow from the gun. The left side is caught by Pitts. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Unable to connect with his running back. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
Burrow setting up the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
On one, ready?
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now it's Irving. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
1-1, ready?
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Gun. Stop. Stop. What? Stop.
Burrow to the air now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here we go. Stop.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Buying some time left. Making the call himself. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons take a 3-possession lead.
Falcons 38, Seahawks 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Sims now on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Go play action here. It's Milrow. Brought in right side. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Shotgun now for Milrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4 there. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. First down throw here from Milroe. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Defense getting in on the front, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense. And when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming for the shotgun. Back to the air following that pick 6. Get him yet again. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here we go.
Carried by Irving. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons keep running away with this. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks 21.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
A gain of 15 there, and that gives the Seahawks the 1st. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Milroe. 1st and 10. Going deep here for the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone. Incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did. Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback And on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
3rd and long for him here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two in 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see.
And they kick him off again. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Falcons get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Intercepted. Turnover on downs.
I'm fine, ready?
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They give to Irving to stop his drive. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Following that play, an unfortunate development, Brock. It's Bucky Irving who was injured. Medical staff out providing some assistance. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. Back.
Blown back, it's the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackler. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons nearing their 6th win this season. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Back.
Back to the well again. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Takes it in at the 26. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get it.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's the backup. First throw. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. From the red zone now. Buys time, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happens over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.